In a world full of online shops, convincing people to purchase your products is one of the most important things. One primary step you need to take is to present clear and eye-catching photos of your products. Product photography refers to using specific photography technique to take accurate and attractive photos of your products. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do this at home. So I had quite a week and it all started with this. After 3 years of not getting COVID, it had now happened and it really hit hard. I've never felt this bad for a very long time. My body was so weak I couldn't even take a shower. So when I was able to finally take a shower, you can't imagine how great this felt. Anyway, today we're going to shoot some product photos, and since we don't have a fancy studio, we're going to build our own little studio in our living room. Let's not waste any more time and get started. To get some good looking photos, it's quite important to have a good lighting setup and of course a clean white background. For this we used some white papers you can buy in any art store for a couple of bucks. We attached one side on our dining table and the other side on a coffee table, which was not as high, to make the sheet roll down for a smooth background. For the lighting we used daylight softboxes and placed them on each side so that the products don't have any drop shadows. If your lighting doesn't look good yet, just try to reposition your lighting source until it does. It's really all about trying to make it work. For the actual shooting, it's always important to get in touch with your client beforehand and ask them what they want in particular, such as which ratio should the images have and what angle should the products be displayed, are there any details or close-ups needed, and so on. If you have enough information, you're good to go and there's really no possibility that you miss anything and need to reshoot. It's really important to set your camera to manual mode. I kind of forgot in the beginning and we had to reshoot almost every product, so keep that in mind before you start shooting. Always use a small aperture, around 6 stops should be good. This is important because we need a deep depth of field within the images to sharpen the whole product. This mostly requires a longer shutter speed, which shouldn't be a problem if you use a tripod. Also, it's better to have a low ISO to make your image just as sharp as possible with a good quality. We always need to keep in mind that these images could be displayed on a bigger screen. The small studio setup surely has its flaws, and with a bigger product we hit our limit with not having enough white space to fill the image. But there's an easy way to fix that in Photoshop. First thing we need to do though is correct the white balance to make the background completely white. It could also be helpful to make some other color corrections, such as increasing the highlights or white tones to make this even brighter. Try to paste these settings onto all of your images to make them all look as similar as possible. Now, to extend the white background, we simply need to make a selection of the missing part, right-click and select Content Aware Fill. For the other parts we need to retouch, it's always better to duplicate your layer and then start retouching with either the healing brush or the clone stamp. I tend to use the healing brush, but it's really up to you. Okay, I finally edited all of the images and I really like how they turned out. All of them have a clean and bright white background so that the product is always in focus. The most important thing with the product photos is that they should always portray the product in its natural form. So we don't want the colors and forms to be any different than we see them with our eyes. I think we did a great job with these. I hope I could help and inspire you to shoot your own product photos at home. Was ist denn jetzt los? Carlos wants to be in the image as well. And if you have any more questions, feel free to put them down in the comments and I will gladly answer them. Also drop a like if you enjoyed watching this video and subscribe to my channel, it would really help a lot. And I will see you in the next one.